So if we have all of our team register at the front desk, so we are going to start earlier because I can tell that everyone kind of anticipating and with a lot of nice gadgets. We're definitely going to spend some time for that our judges to take a good look for that marvelous project you've done. 那因为就看到大家这个哇各式各样非常厉害的东西，我们希望多留一点点时间，让评审可以仔细的看一看大家辛苦的成果。所以我们今天就提早开始哦。那今天非常开心大家来到我们第7届的专题大赛。科学组早上商业组已经结束了，那我们接下来到科学组的部分。So we are very happy that this is the 7th year of our project concept, and now we just finished our business project this morning. Now is our scientific project in the afternoon. So before we start, I would like to introduce all of our honorable judges today. 那在开始之前，我想要请我们今天所有的评审跟大家说声嗨。So the first one I would like to introduce is our representative from Sheffield IAC, Stephen the Armadale. Yeah, just say hi to you.
Hi.
And also the representative from Durham IAC, the director of the science department, Grant Jorgensen. Also, our representative for the North Asia Director of Recruitment, Sherry Liu. And also our representative of UCL Recruitment in Taiwan, Julia Zheng. And with our academic officer of IAC International Student Center, Yifan Hong. Last but not least, our director of IAC International Student Center, Angel Yang. So before we start, that allow us to play a very precious saying hello video from the University of Sheffield. Anita, she is the regional manager of all Taiwan, and she specifically filmed remarks to send her best regards to all of the participants today.
Hello, I'm Anita Sunburn, Regional Manager for Taiwan from the University of Sheffield. I'm sorry that I can't be there in person with you today, but I'd like to take the opportunity to thank all the students who participated in the contest for all their hard work. There's been some extremely high quality entries, and you should all be very proud of yourself to be participating in the final. From everyone at Sheffield, we'd like to wish you all the very best of luck. At the University of Sheffield, we've been welcoming students from Taiwan for many years, and we'd love to welcome you to study at a world-leading Russell Group University. We hope to see you there.
这是我们的薛菲尔大学本部的代表。那我们今天非常开心，我们2位评审其实也都是从薛菲尔大学跟杜伦大学的国际学院远道而来的老师。那接下来就让我欢迎 the director of the academic department of the Sheffield IAC, Mr. Liameda.
Thank you, Angela. So, yeah, I'm Steve Liameda. I'm the head of academic skills at the University of Sheffield International College. I'm very, very excited to be here today. Just seeing your prototypes, it's just absolutely amazing the amount of work that's gone into your projects. Now, there were a lot of groups entering this competition, and it was very difficult judging to get to this position, to get to this stage. So you are the best of the best. To reach this stage is absolutely amazing. So well done. So give yourselves a round of applause. And I'm even more excited at the idea that some of you may be coming to the University of Sheffield to study in one of our most prestigious departments, Automatic Control and Systems Engineering. It's a really great department to study in. So I won't say any more, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing your presentations today. Thank you.
我们还没有开始。为什么？因为其实你们科学组真的好幸运，科学组在薛菲尔大学还特别请了这个auto control and engineering 的系的资深老师 Dr. Akin 还特别为你们演录了一段影片，这个还是 business 组没有的，所以接下来我们也来看一下那个 Dr. Atkins 给大家的祝福。
My name is Dr. John Clayton. I'm a senior university teacher in the Department of Wildlife Control and System Engineering at the University of Sheffield. First of all, I want to welcome all of the students to the competition and say thank you so much for your hard work and good luck as the competition progresses. In our department, we teach two programs, which is computer systems engineering and mechatronics and robotics engineering. And the purpose of both of these programs is to understand how systems behave. Those systems can be computer systems, they can be robotic systems, they can be financial systems, whatever they might be. We want to be able to understand and model those systems and produce controllers that enable us to get the desired behaviours that we wish out of those systems. As part of our courses, you'll use elements like the Siemens Static Computer Controller, you can see just to the side of me here, to be able to control small manufacturing units, which gives us an idea of how we can actually realistically implement these systems and get them doing what we want in the real world. I'm very excited to hear more about the competition as it progresses and also to see some of your designs, and wish you all the very best of luck.
Wish you all the best of luck. 所以接下来我们要准备开始今天的赛事了。So we are going to start the contest today. Are you excited? Hey, yeah. After all this month, I'm a little anxious and nervous right now. So the first team is going to be the team 25. 新大附中. They are going to introduce building an autonomous delivery drone. Please welcome team 25.
Hello everyone, good afternoon respected judges. We are Team 25th. We are from the Ability Senior High School of Zhongxin University. I am Miao Jun, and then I'm my teammate Luo Yijun and Wang Yilin. First, I'm super excited to show you about our product, the job that made by ourselves. We put so much effort into this, and we work so hard. So, could you please give us a big hand? Thank you. In the very beginning, I want to say, technology is made for solving problems. So first, let's talk about the problem we found. The first problem we found is happen really common in Taiwan. It's natural disaster, something like typhoon or earthquake. And it always make our life really inconvenient. And the second problem we found is pandemic, which happened in 2019 to 2023, and it also happened all around the world. So, let's talk about what will they cause. First, they will cause the medical system busy, and second, they will cause the difficulties on delivery. And the difficulties on delivery is the main problem we want to solve. In order to know more, we inquire with the village head. In Xiehe village, in the interview, we noticed that Xiehe village is next to a river, and it always floods when typhoon comes, and the flood will block the road that the medical truck cannot enter the village as soon as possible. So sometimes it causes death and injury. Now, let's talk about how to deal with it. We use the drone with automatic control to deliver medicines. In this project, we will use two automatic control systems. the closed loop control system and the open loop control system. First part, let's talk about the drum closed loop control system. It can stabilize the drum. So now let's look at this picture. First, we will enter data into this system, and the system will measure the drum data. If the drum data is wrong, it will be adjusted, and it is a cycle, and it will be measured and adjusted again and again. So, what's the powerful system can do so much of things? This is PID. Now, let's talk about what is PID. P is proportional, it controls sensitivity, and I integral, it prevents the pattern from causing oscillation, and D derivative, it anticipates the future changes. By adjusting the PID parameters, we can fine-tune the drum's control system from optimal stability. In the second part, let's talk about an easier one. Drum open loop control for delivery mission. In this part, we use the powerful software Mission Planner. In the Mission Planner, we enter the mission into this software, and something like fly to the spot that we want to land, or carry a cargo, or drop the cargo. Of course, it is not easy like I just said, so we will talk about the detail later. Okay, with the topic decided, we start to assembly. Assembly from welding, and then it's assembly. The final is welding. We also add from extra stuff such as LED lights. LED light can make us know the direction in the air. And for example, the red light is the head, and the green light is the back. Without this, we can't know if the button we push will go forward or backward. Another thing is gripper. Gripper can complete our mission like this. Building and drum is not very difficult, but the difficult point we made is the complexity of the screw. Once I install one rod, I need to take them all apart. That is frustrating and annoying. Then is basic setting. Basic setting from horizontal attitude calibration, so that the drone know what posture it's in horizon. And the other is set up switches, like what's drawn to the remote controller. What button we press will lead to the gripper open. Then is test flight. Before this, we're all nervous about test flight because we don't know if build will fly or it will drop or crash. As expected, we drop. And this is the only one we report. Actually, we have crashed for 3 times. This is because of the human errors. We accidentally shut down the power. And the other is the wrong propeller plates. It has the clockwise and counterclockwise. We just put it opposite. So it can't fly, it just overturn, and the propeller will just scratch the leg. And the other is wrong wire connection. We connect the wrong wire to the flight controller, the CPU of the drone. The other problem we met is the drone keeps straightening to the left. Why it will happen is because the flight controller is not horizontal, and it's toward the left. That is why drone will just swing to the left. Finally, is for PID. Again, PID is a closed loop. It works on when the drones face external interference. You need to disable the drone, make it maintain in a specific height. We found that the excessively high p-value will cause oversensitivity. and the leader doesn't work. And on the other hand, the lower p-value is necessary, but if we do it too much, it will cause hard to control and manipulate. Let's imagine the tape is the drone, and the white paper in the middle is the height we want. If the only p-value work in the drone just stay ups and down. It can maintain in the height. So the p-value should add in, but it will cause another error called dynamic error. What is dynamic error? It has a distance to the height we want. Well, why will it cause? This is because of the magnetic formula, but that is not our topic. So this is the ideal sum be p plus I plus c in the drone. Simply put, P is for moving, D is for stop, and I is for where to stop. There is no perfect PID, but your feeling, you feel your drone is good to manipulate, that is a good PID. Next is the first case of school.
After testing at the school, we choose our school to start because it has a lot of space. This will help keep everyone safe. By starting at the school, we can make sure everything goes perfectly before we go into the village. However, we have faced a lot of problems. The biggest problem was getting a good signal from the GPS. Our tools weren't very accurate, which means this could lead to an accident easily. But before we deal with the GPS error, we must set up the open loop system first. So let's talk about the open loop system. This is the plan of our open loop system. We plan to transmit materials from location A to location B. The whole project will be automatically controlled, and we only monitor. Also, each step will be controlled by the automatic control stages. Our automatic control stages are take off, waypoint navigation, landing, cargo release, another take off, return to launch. Before we use these commands for the automatic process, we need to make sure everything works perfectly and test them out to guarantee it all works smoothly. After confidently setting up and testing the command, we move to a village and selected 2 locations for our project. On our first location, we choose a short distance location because it can help keep away risk. In that case, we choose this location. However, we still face some challenges. The first challenge was the GPS error. As we expected, it did occur. The flight path was offset due to GPS error. Simply put, we made a drone student at the place below. However, due to the GPS error, it can be dead at other places where we don't expect it. Also, we have met another challenge, the gripper failure. The gripper hook swayed in the wind, making it difficult to secure the object. On the other hand, the gripper wasn't working right. The gripper must be readily communicate with the flight controller. Failure of either the GPS or the gripper will make the whole project fail. Although the gripper wasn't working right, and the drones didn't land exactly where we planned, we keep trying repeatedly. We changed the landing spot on the control center, and finally delivered a practice package on our first try. Based on this is the video of our completion on our first location. Based on this experience, we tried on a more challengeable location. This one requires drones to fly over a few buildings. But thanks to the valuable lesson we learned, we finished this part in about 15 minutes. The success of the second occasion shows that we can overcome challenges based on expected factors, and this might mean that our project can work well. After testing at the village, we have found some conclusion. Let's talk about the feasibility first. In our test, we found that drones can be difficult to land at places where buildings are close to each other, like cities. This might mean that our project only works well in places far away from cities. On the other hand, we thought about delivering medicine on our project. To do that efficiently, people from different parts must work together. We think about hospitals to check people, make prescriptions, and get the medicine ready, while the fire department can fly the drones. Working together this way will enable for faster delivery of medicine to specific places, making the medical staff safe, and make sure the whole project is faster and perfect overall. Next, can drones really find obstacle-free landing spots in disaster zone? In our test, we have shown that flying drones can be really hard, like getting them ready to fly. So, can drones really do well in emergencies? Also, machines makes our life more convenient. But machines are different from people. It can be difficult for them to face unexpected things. So, can errors occur in the machines? This is a question worth pondering. Last but not least, we want to share something with you. Technology makes our lives more efficiently. Showing many problems in our lives and makes our life showing many problems in our lives. But in this project, we have learned something very important. First, we learn by solving problems, critical thinking, and teamwork. The most valuable thing we've learned is that every challenge, every convenience behind are many people's effort and hard work. This is the best thing we've learned. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.
Any questions from our respectful judges?
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate you guys on a very great presentation. One question, when you talk about your adjusting your reality, have you considered or how will you consider when there's a high wind situation? Because you're talking about the starting point of this project is to deliver medicines in villages. So in those situations, high wind will be a big factor, right?
Yeah.
So have you thought about that?
Yeah, we thought about it. PID is for the solution. Like if we face the big winds, we have to class or increase our I value. Means that it will more stabilized, but for the slower speed.
Also, we can have a lower height. They can prevent the strong wind.
Sorry, yeah. So the question I have is, you mentioned automation in terms of the drone flying. Were you able to do that successfully?
Yes, it can be used successfully. In our test, we have shown that it can be done successfully on village that we tried. Although it has some challenges that we taught GPS and Reaper, but it can be safe. Because our teacher have a license. Also, we have tested a lot.
Okay, so the question that I was going to have, do you think there was things you could do in the future for the drone itself to consider where best to land?
It might be possible. Technology are getting great now. Also, we have another thing, like if we want to reach that goal, we can have a better GPS. Our GPS are not that great, but we can have better GPS to reach that goal.
Yeah, excellent. Well, thank you. It was a really good project, and thank you very much.
I don't have a question, but I just wanted to comment how I really enjoyed your presentation. The story of your design process was so clear, and I really liked all the critical evaluation of the different stages and how you made improvements. So I just wanted to congratulate you on that. So well
Thank you.
No, thank you very much. Now we're going to welcome our next team from Team 15, George Senior High School, and they are going to present Smart Mad Body. Watch out. 然后等一下，同学站的位置，麻烦你留意不要超过舞台左右两面旗的哈，麻烦一下。
Good afternoon, my dear professors. We are Team 15. I'm Yu Hua. I'm Minjun Tai. Today, we are going to present our invention, SMART, Smart Medical Robot. This is the content. Motivation. According to the research and the statistics released by the WHO, we have found that the healthcare workers' fatigue index and infection rate remain high. So we have designed a robot named SMART to relieve the workload of nurses, trying to solve these two issues. SMART is composed of four fundamental components. One, sensors for measuring heart rate and temperature. Two, a display panel for showing numerical values. Three, an identification system for to open the medicine box after recognizing identities. Four, a button that emits warnings upon detecting abnormal data. The execution of SMART tests also involves four parts. Firstly, delivering medication to the world. Secondly, using visual sensor to verify patient identity. Thirdly, storing measurement data in the cloud. And finally, reporting errors. SMART has three features. One, reliable support. It can reduce the workload of nurses and save the time nurses have to spend traveling from patient bedside and the nursing station. Two, sensitivity and matching ability. SMART can instantly issue warning when abnormalities are detected. Number three is round-the-clock service. SMART can offer necessary care and support to patients, whether it's day or night. This is a utilizing component. We use ESP32 board to connect the internet and the Arduino Uno board to provide power. We also use GD rotor to control SMART movement. And the hot-keyed visual sensor is used to verify patient identity. And the pulse sensor and MLX infrared sensor is used to measure patients' physiological values. Finally, the value will display on the liquid crystal display. For programming the sensors and various components, we have chosen 3 platforms: Arduino IDE, Lego Masters ED3, and Embla. The first day in implementation is that we use the Matrix MIDI robot kit and write program in Embla software to make SMART move to pre-designed location of patients. Then we utilize Lego Masters ED3 to control the motor to rotate 60 degrees after being authenticated by the visual sensor, thereby opening the medicine box. Then we utilize Arduino IDE to write the program to display the values of body temperature and heart rate on the small panel, so that the patient gets to know their own physiological values. This is a circuit diagram for temperature sensor, heart rate sensor, and the buzzer. Then we utilize ESP32 board to transmit the data to the Google spreadsheet. The method of transmitting data to ESP32 board embodies the concept of the Internet of Things, prevalent in today's technology landscape. This is a product showcase. We will demonstrate its function later. As for the application of closed loop and open loop system, SMART movement and measurement patient value based on preset patient location involve an open loop system. However, SMART behavior of detecting abnormal value and autonomously emitting warning belongs to the application of closed loop system. Introduction to anticipate benefits and costs. The use of SMART is expected to reduce the cost in terms of manpower, time, and money. Additionally, it can reduce the risk of infection among healthcare workers. Furthermore, since SMART's operation is entirely based on a programming design, it can help prevent human errors among healthcare workers. This ensures that the hospital patient receive timely and accurate service. Finally, achieving a win-win situation for both medical staff and patients. For the production cost of SMART, the total expenditure is approximately $12,750 which is equivalent to around 315 British pounds. The higher price components include the kit for controlling SMART movement and the temperature sensor and visual sensor. Other materials have a higher rate of availability and some are relatively cheaper. But this is only the production cost of SMART. After adding the personnel, aesthetic, and warranty, the selling price of SMART will come to $35,000, which is equivalent to around 870 British pounds. Next, we will demonstrate its practical operation. Now, SMART is going to the patient's ward. Now, I'm a correct patient. I'm a wrong patient. When SMART detects error in patients, the medicine box will not open. But if the correct patient appears, the medicine box will open for 3 seconds, accompanied by prompter completing the delivery of medication, followed by measuring patients' physiological values. After the patient receives medication, SMART immediately starts measuring the patient's physiological values, including heart rate sensor and body temperature displayed on the panel. Here I have a warm bag and its temperature is higher than the normal body temperature. Now I put it in front of the sensor and the buzzer starts working. Finally, the values will be uploaded to the Google spreadsheet and doctor can check the information of patients. Nurses feel tired and want a break? Give math a try. Thanks for listening.
Any judges have a question for this very adorable team?
So you clearly designed a very good product for a very unique need. In terms of reflecting on your project, what might you have done differently now you've gone through it? What do you consider the greatest challenges that you overcame, and how may you do it differently in the future?
Because of limited budget, despite we calibrate the based on despite calibrate based on the low standard, there may still be errors in measurement data. So in the future, if we are rich enough, we will use the higher level sensor, and so that we can receive more accurate measurement data.
Okay, thank you. That's brilliant.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. I think it's very clear, but I just got one question for your SMART robot. Is there any challenges you may consider when it is used in hospital? Because as you know, there are many people in the hospital. And could you explain more about the challenges it might? Yes.
In the beginning stage, SMART is used to serve mild patients. So in the future, we may diversify its application, like we can adding a pair of robotic arms to SMART and allow it to perform more complex action to also serve the seriously ill patient, like the patient that may lying on the hospital bed. This is the problem we want to fix in the future.
Okay, so imagining a hospital and one of these robots, if you like, going around the hospital delivering medicine. So you mentioned the closed loop circuit, and the output of that was a warning. So, for example, when the temperature is too high, what would happen after that? After the warning sounds?
Because the measurement data will transmit to the Google spreadsheet, so the patient and the doctor can find their information on the internet.
Hi. I'm not really a science person, so I'm more into storytelling. So how you come up with this idea, and what Stephen mentioned, I think is about what you do after you collect this data. You should have some kind of app, and then can tell the doctor what to do or the nurse what to do later. But I'm more interested in how you came up with this idea. Is any story behind this?
When I'm in the hospital, I observe that some patients they're waiting for care and calling out for nurses, but the nurses are too busy to other tasks. So I knew that every minute of delay could have a potential impact on the health and the safety of patient. So we hope to assist nurse into more focus on the needs of patient and rather than being burdened by various tasks.
Thank you very much. I think that's going to be the doctors and nurses who pay for your projects. No doubt. Thank you very much.
So now we are going to welcome our next team is 1919 from Gaoxia, Fuzhou, that they are going to present their Slow Down Your Life project.
Good afternoon, dear judges, ladies and gentlemen. Because I've been sitting here for about 40 minutes, so I would like to invite everyone to stretch a little bit. Yeah. That's the photo result, yeah. And now put your left hand down if you think you're eating, if you think eating too fast by gobbling is good for your health. And if you don't think so, just keep your left hand up. And put your right hand down if you think you're eating slow enough. Yeah, for me, both my hands should be up, but you take the microphone. Yeah. I think I should eat slower, but I'm just not able to do that. That's why I designed a product called the Slow Downer. Okay. Everything began when I was in junior high school. During that 3 years, I had only 30 minutes to finish my lunch, and I also need to clean the surroundings at my classroom. So I'm used to eating faster and faster. And now, although I've graduated for 2 years, but I just kind of can't slow down myself. So I suffer from severe stomachache and even need to take medication for that. So I conceived the idea of making some kind of product that can slow down my life. And at first, I thought about a machine that dispenses food every 20 seconds. And I also thought about a earplug-like device which could detect my chewing, but those products were just too difficult for me to design. So I concluded by doing a spoon which has a little sensor on it, and it tells you when you're eating too fast. The component of this product is really simple. It has an Arduino GY521, which is the sensor, and an LED traffic light, also a USB port that's started into it further. For the first part is the Arduino GY521. It's a combination of a gyroscope and what is called GY, and an accelerator. the gyroscope can detect the orientation for the x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. And the accelerometer can sense the motion and the acceleration. And this is like microwave when it's detecting. AC is for accelerometer and GY is for gyroscope. For another part is the UNO board, and it functions just like a small computer. It has all my coding inside, and it is the code part. I really don't want to make my presentation too technical, but because this is the main topic of this competition is about control systems, so I still have to briefly talk about this. The sensor is the GY521, which senses when the spoon is in motion, and the controller is the UNO board. The LED illuminates when we're eating too fast. Now I've set the threshold between 5 and 15 seconds because it takes about 5 seconds to like bring food to our mouth. But it will be customizable if the product is truly launched. It will have some added value. And I'm quite curious if anyone has a kid that's about 5 years old at home. And that's the age of my cousin. Yeah. He's always playing around, watching TV, watching cartoons when eating, and it takes like 2 hours for me to finish his dinner. So after designing this product, it suddenly occurred to me that, well, it's not just a slow counter, it can be like a eating reminder. Yeah, so he won't take that long to finish his dinner. That's why I changed the original LED light, like the single LED light, into this traffic light. And when the red light's on, it's telling you you're eating too fast. And while the yellow light's on, it means you're eating too slow. By the way, I didn't buy this thing because I know I need it. I need this. I only bought this because I think it's really cute. Yeah, and I want one. Wait. Before we continue to the app I developed, I want to show you the cylinder. Yeah, because in the preliminary contest, I said that I will bring a functional cylinder, and I'm fulfilling my promise. When I take the spoon off, you heard that wait, okay. Maybe it's because it's not 5 seconds now. Okay, so you heard that, you see that the red lights will be on and it will make a sound so that you know you're eating too fast. And I like this. It's really sensitive, so I don't really need to take it. I just move it a little bit and it knows I'm eating. And after waiting for 15 seconds, we will see now the green light's on. But I move this thing so it's not on. Okay. We can wait for the 1 minute to see the yellow lights to be on, but during that 1 minute sound to see the video. When you're using and see like you're eating, you can also take pictures of what you eat every day. So if for example, if I'm having stomachache and I can show the doctor what I ate these days, so maybe he will know what happened. Okay, now I'm saying it because I haven't edited these for 4 minutes. So it's telling me to be faster. Okay. And I see like what did I AIDS, and maybe I'm feeling not really good. And if, like my relatives or my family is also using the slow downer, yeah, and I can see what they ate and yeah, like do they perform good without eating. I didn't do this part really well, but I was trying to make just when you have a question you can ask the story. Okay. Actually, there are more functions in my app, but I don't have that much time for that, so I can only show the video. Oh yeah, the app is built on Dockable, which is the mobile app development platform. I do have some. The battery, I cannot. I don't have some expectation for I'm still or it's rather future prospect. This part I've solved this. In the previous slides, I didn't mention anything about the buzzer. That was because at that time when I was making the slide, I wasn't able to make the buzzer function normally. So at that time, I hope my slow downer could be accessible to blind people, but now I think it is. Another thing that I'm still trying to do, but I don't know how to do that now, is to make it wireless because it would be much more convenient that way. I wanted to make it like AirPods that you have a little box and you can charge your slow downer inside, but for now I don't know how to make that. I might not be the one who brings the most special products, but I know I'm the one who learned the most during the process of learning. So I would like to share the 5 most during these few months. The first thing is the funniest because actually I'm totally new to Arduino. I'm in Arduino newbie, so I don't really know how to make a product. So I bought some elements online, and then I canceled the order in just 30 minutes because I found that I forgot the most important thing, which is the jump wire, which is this thing. So I canceled it in just 30 minutes. I would say it's the funniest because it really shows that I know nothing about Arduino at first. I even forgot the most important thing. Although I forgot the most important thing, I also bought many things that I don't really need, and some of them till now I don't really know how they function. When we're learning new things and have no teachers around us, we feel hopeless sometimes when we face some difficulties. And for me, the most hopeless time is when it keeps showing me that the programmer is not responding. I've searched some related to tutorials on YouTube for maybe an hour, but there are just too many possibilities when it shows this message. And luckily, I found this video, which is really detailed and tell me every step that I can try doing. And I found that it's because I didn't select the correct thing. That's why the programmer is not responding. The most difficult thing for me is undoubtedly making that buzzer. As I've mentioned, I bought 4 buzzers because the few which looks the same were bought online. And at that time, the buzzer was really quiet. So I went to another store, like a brick-and-mortar store, and I asked the clerk about the buzzer, and the clerk told me that a 5-volt buzzer wouldn't be as loud as I expected. So I tried to use Bluetooth, and this Bluetooth module is called HC05. It could not be connected to any Apple devices, and it's kind of unfortunate that I only have Apple devices. So then I tried to make a speaker by myself just like that. That's why I took the buzzers out again and searched for some tutorials online again. And then I found that the buzzer wasn't beeping. only because I didn't connect the wire to the correct place. Yeah. I'm really thankful to this video, which is about sensors. When I conceived of the idea of making a slow downer, I don't really know what sensors to use. I don't know how to make a prototype, but this video talks a lot about the sensors. That's why I know I need to find like an accelerometer in there. So, this video is from Implementation Growth, which is another competition I'm also participating in. For the best part of my speech, I know it will be really controversial because I would say ChatGPT is my best helper. I've only learned Python, but Arduino is based on C++, so I'm not able to code that. That's why I need to ask ChatGPT. I told him what I was trying to do, and he codes for me. But it's not as smoothly as you might have imagined, because sometimes I even curl with ChatGPT. He doesn't understand what I was trying to do, and he often corrects one part of the code, but mess up the other parts. That's why I need to open all the codes he gave me, and I copy and paste, copy this part, copy this part, yeah, and make it like, it's fucking hard for me. These are my references. The photos in the slide, except for the one I took myself, is sourced from Canada. I would like to share a saying by Thomas Battle. He's an author, and he says that it's harder to go from 0 to 1 than from 1 to 10. I know there are countless imperfections in my slow downer, but I believe I've taken the first step, which is from 0 to 1. It may need many people's help to go from 1 to 10, maybe not 10, but at least 8 or 7. And I will still work on my slow downer even this contest is finished. And that's all for my speech. And if you would like to try the slow downer or you would like to try my app, I'm really happy you to come to me during the break. Thank you.
Any questions for Josie?
I think your idea is good. I can see this is a prototype. You are going to make more improvement, make it lighter and remote, not really have cable. And you mentioned about 5 years old. I just want to give you a suggestion because they make sun and lights. I can tell you they will play that. You might need to find something more less interesting, but more for kids, for 5 years old kids. And I really like you told the whole process and how you learn. Even the ChatGPT not giving you the right information, but you learn about coding. So you learn step by step. I think it's very good. And I don't really have a question, but I just want to tell you that impressed that for all you do this by your. Thank you.
So, really loved your presentation today. I've got an idea which is cheaper than the slow down, but it only works for British people. It's called chopsticks. But my question was similar actually to Sherry about the different outputs, thinking about which output could work better than lights. The sound, I have children as well, they're bigger now, but I think they would have liked the tune to make them eat faster. But I get Sherry's point as well. Can you think of any other outputs which might be suitable?
Just for now, I don't really have an idea, but I will think about it later.
Yeah, but yeah, really enjoyed your presentation. Thank you.
So yeah, the same for me as well. I really enjoyed the presentation. I think maybe small electric shocks might slow me down with eating. I don't know the ethical nature of that, but that could be a suggestion. I think it's really impressive as well that you managed to build an app alongside of that, along with your project as well. So I think at times you're a little bit negative about your achievements, and I just think you should be really positive about the things that you've achieved within this project. So please go away thinking how great the achievement has been. Well done.
Yeah. Actually, I've seen your video, and I can see how far you've come from the first stage to now, and I think it's really great. You should be proud of yourself. But have you compared the existing app on markets before you design your own?
For the app, I know, I know the part with like taking photos of what like every day. I know it's already existing right now. So the main feature is actually connecting to the slow downer. I just want to combine all the functions in one app, so I don't have to download many apps if I to if I want to monitor my diet. Thank you. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. That is very wonderful. So maybe the individual is not able to change the world, but definitely can inspire a lot of people. And now we still have 3 teams left, but we're going to take a 5-minute break. So please come back to the 42. 242, please. Thank you very much. Okay, so do we have everyone back to their feet? If not, maybe if your teammates are not seeing, can you ask them to come back? 所以我们大家都回来了吗？如果还没有回来的话，提醒一下你的同学或是你的战友们，可以回到座位，我们要准备开始喽。So now we are going to move to our next team, which is Team 23 from Kaohsiung High School. They're going to share their project called Active Adjustment Air Filter Mask. Please welcome Team 23.
Hello everyone, we're Team 23. We're students from Kaohsiung Senior High School. Our topic is Active Adjustment Air Filter Mask. And before introducing our product, we want to talk about the problems in our life and what prompts us to create this device. The first problem is poor air quality. Air pollution is a serious problem in our lives. We all know that air pollution has a negative influence on our bodies, but most people don't really understand how terrible and what part of our body will actually be affected by dirty air. So first, let's take a look at what these pollutants do on our bodies. First, allergies and irritation. Air pollution may exacerbate allergies and cause irritation to our bodies. And second, immune system. Air pollution weakens our immune system and increases susceptibility to infections. And third, cardiovascular system. Exposure to air pollution intensifies existing cardiovascular disease and increase the risk of heart attack, strokes, and hypertension. Fourth, reproductive system. Pregnant women exposed to air pollution are at risk of delivering preterm or low birth babies. Fifth, respiratory system. Air pollution affects our respiratory system and lead to asthma, COPD, bronchitis, and lung cancer. Six, developmental system. Air pollution. Children exposed to air pollution are at high risk of long-term respiratory and cognitive impairments.
Next, let me show you an index called AQI, which is an abbreviation of the air quality index. And these are the common pollutants that AQI make it into the calculation. And AQI is categorized into several levels from good to hazardous. In Kaohsiung, AQI is permanently healthy or moderate, and this is one of the factors that prompt us to create our products. Taiwan is ranked the 45th among the most polluted countries. This is definitely a bad news of the Taiwanese. Furthermore, the ranking is based on average data in Taiwan. The real situation in big cities can be much worse than it shows. And there are many reasons for Taiwan's poor air quality, such as transportation pollution, industrial pollution, pollution from other countries, and fossil fuel power plants. Taiwanese government choose coal and gas as a fuel. It can produce a lot of pollutants.
Then here comes the second problem, which is when people are wearing a traditional mask while running or exercising, the mask can be wet and sticky and it will stuck on our face and it is really uncomfortable. And in some extreme cases, the mask will even block the air, so make it really difficult to breathe. Then how do we solve these problems? The uncomfortable feeling when wearing a traditional mask and the severe air pollution. And we came up with a solution. Why not to minimize an intelligent air cleaner and attach it to our face just like a mask? So we create the Air Mask Pro. It's called Air Mask Pro because we think it's really like some advanced technology and it's like the Vision Pro. It's really cool. So we call it Air Mask Pro. And let me show you an animation. I made this animation by Blender, which is for 3D modeling and animation, so you can see our product more specifically. The Air Mask Pro is aesthetic and stylish, and it can fit in any kind of outfits, and it even looks great if you wear both the Vision Pro and the Air Mask Pro. You will look like a character in a cyberpunk city. It's really cool. Then these are the major functions and features of the Air Mask Pro, including intelligent mode selector, remote control, carbon fiber structure, turbo fan, multiple filter, all LED lights, waterproof, and lithium battery, and thermal electric cooler. Then let's take a look at another animation. The first one is the OLED lights, and the second one is the cover, the third, the filter, the fourth, the fan, fifth, the air quality sensor, the battery, and the main structure, the carbon fiber structure. First, the intelligent mode selector. It can automatically adjust the mode to 5 different modes, and to fill the text, it requires 2 sensors, including the movement sensor and air quality sensor. The movement sensor can distinguish the user's behavior, and it can detect the movement, rotation angle, and acceleration rates. Combining these three values, the sensor can tell what the user is doing. For example, when the user is running, then the movement and acceleration rate will be high, and the rotation angle will increase a little bit, because when people are running, their body will lean forward a little bit. Next, the air quality sensor. This sensor can detect the concentration of the pollutants, including the PM2.5 and PM10, which are common pollutants. And it uses the infrared LED. When it shoots at the sensor, then the sensor can tell how much the pollutants block the infrared lights. After getting the behavior of the user and the air quality, it can adjust the mode to 5 different modes, including echo sport, normal, quiet, and sleeping modes.
Next, MS Pro can link with a smartphone by an app to provide an advanced and convenient experience. The connection with a smartphone is essential. MS Pro has an exclusive app for the users. This is what you can do. First, it can show the precise air quality index, as known as AQI, which was mentioned previously. The mask itself can only show the color of air quality, but the color isn't always enough for the user to understand the situation. Because when the value is higher than 500, the light turns purple, no matter the value is 600 or 1000. So, the app can meet the need when the user are asking precise air value. Next, concerning that some users are sensitive to suspended particles, the apps give two types of suggestions. One is for normal people, and the second one is for sensitive groups. The suggestion can be an indication for the user to manage their routine. The app allows the user to manually change the mode from eco sports, normal to quiet. Next, we use carbon fiber as the main material of the mask. Carbon fiber is widely used in aviation industry and harbor cars. It has a lighter density and a longer durability compared to other materials. Therefore, this allows us to put fewer materials and waste while maintaining the same high strength. Next, we install a turbo fan in order to generate strong and powerful airflow. However, thanks to the ball bearing, it is quiet when it works at a high rotating rate. The ball bearing can reduce most of the noise and increase airflow intake. We use activated carbon fiber and HEPA filter to block the pollutants. The activated carbon fiber can remove up to 95% of odors, including acid, base, and organic gas. The HEPA filter can remove most of the particles, suspended particles, including PM2.5, PM10, smoke, spore, which are common allergens.
Next, we will install an OLED indicator light in the front of the mask. The OLED is bright and vivid, and it can show the real-time air quality by different colors. The colors basically match the AQI's color. For example, the red means unhealthy and green means good. What's more, users can customize the color they prefer. For example, I love the color blue, so I can customize it to Tiffany blue. Then it will look more unique. And the light itself is also a button. When the user wants to manually change the mode, and they can just press it, then the mode will be changed.
We utilize a coating with a special structure similar to that of the lotus leaf surface to cover the mask. preventing the water from lingering, thus preventing the mess from being soaked by sweat. Also, make it possible to wear it on a rainy day. And this is an illustration of the lotus effect. The water on a lotus can form a sphere. Since a sphere has the minimal surface area, it can minimize the solid liquid surface energy, and the water can slide through smoothly. As a part of the math, we use ion lithium batteries. The battery is rechargeable and endurable. The two features prevent the user from frequently recharging the batteries. Also, it is lightweight and small size, cater to our basic demand of comfort and convenience.
Last, the coolest and advanced technology is the thermoelectric cooling. This system can cool the warm air on a hot sunny day, keeping the user dry and cool. It is efficient, small, lightweight, reliable, and precise in temperature control. The thermoelectric cooling system rely on electricity flowing through two different types of conductors. When DC voltage is applied and delivered from one conductor to the other conductor, there's a change in temperature, thus the temperature decrease. Now let me introduce the prototype. So this is our prototype, and we built this by Arduino Uno. And this is the air quality sensor. This is a fan that is widely used in computer, and this is a motor control chip, which is for controlling the motor in the fan. And this is the indicator lights. It shows the air quality. And on the left side, you can see the values is changing because it's detecting the concentration of pollutants. And when it face different, when the value change, then the light will change at the same time. And it should be like yellow, but we reduce the light because when we like use the full power, then it's kind of too bright, so we increase it. But when we decrease it, then the light is kind of weird. It doesn't show the yellow. It's like green and red. Anyway, as you can see here, the value is changing, so it detects the concentration of pollutants, and when the concentration change, then the map itself will also change the power outputs of the fan. But now the fan is not activated because we face some technical problems, and it works perfectly last night, but I don't know what happens. It just doesn't work right now. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you, everyone.
Questions from our respectful judges?
Hello there, sorry. So with your filter, what are you hoping to remove from the air? I know at the start you mentioned different pollutants, I think it's a carbon dioxide, about particulates. What are you hoping your filter will remove?
It will remove the PM 2.5 and PM 10 and other other organic gas because we use the HEPA filter and carbon activated carbon filter. The activated carbon filter is at here. We cut it from the activated carbon mask, the traditional mask one, and it can absorb some odors and the organic gas. And in the future, I think this filter should be detachable and it can be a modular. So when people are facing different situations, they can like choose the filter they want. If the pollutants is like so severe, then they can choose a larger filter.
Okay, no, excellent. And the second question I have is regarding the fan. Because sometimes when the wind's really strong, you struggle to breathe because it's so fast. So with the fan, how much control do you have over the speed of the fan?
You mean how much the airflow will like?
Yeah, so how much you might be affected by the airflow?
I think the airflow is just normal for the users is using the mask. It's just like when you are running on you're jogging, then that's the kind of wind that it brings to the user.
Okay, no, that's very good. Thank you very much. No.
Okay, so yeah, thank you very much for your presentation. Really enjoyed that. So, could you just summarize the control system parts again?
Oh, the control system is that when the sensor detects the concentration of pollutant, then it will tell the Arduino Uno board, and the board will tell the fan whether to function.
Okay, so that's the closed loop.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's simple loop.
Yeah, and did you say there's another? There's another
yes.
one.
There's another one, the movement sensor, but because of the time limit, we didn't finish it, so we just used the quality sensor, air quality sensor.
Okay, and you also said there were different modes. So that is that another?
Yeah, but we didn't make it. Like yes.
Okay, great.
But in the future product, I think we will make it, and it's not really difficult.
Okay. And just one question about practicality. How practical? I know this is a prototype. How practical do you think it could be in
the future? Yeah, I think it's practical and it is also profitable because we only spent around less than $500 Taiwanese. It's like around 10 European dollars. So I think it's profitable and practical. And about the all LED lights is kind of futuristic, but I think if you try really hard, it's also possible to make it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for your presentation. And I've just got one question in terms of practicability. Because you mentioned that the cost lower than in the future, but just wondering how likely it will be for your mask.
Oh, you mean the weight?
Yes.
Oh, we've tried it and it's I think because that's been 100 grand.
Okay, because you for your prototype you implement so many devices into your mask. I'm just wondering how that will be, what is still the mask weight in the future, because how do you persuade those people to buy your mask?
We will make it as light as headphone. I mean, those devices are all for like putting on our head. So I think if the headphone is possible to wear, then this mask is also possible. And we use the carbon fiber structure, which is super light. And so we think the structure won't be too heavy, and it's possible for users to wear it all day. Yeah.
So following on from that, just one more question. I do apologise. It's because it's very interesting what you've done. Have you used the 6,000 milliamp hour battery on that prototype?
No, but we use the 1100 mAh.
Yeah, because I was thinking that probably is very an area where you could probably reduce that. I think 6,000 milliamp hour, that's normal mobile phone.
Yeah.
But you're running a screen and you're running sound where you're only currently running a few LEDs, probably the most powerful bit. So you could probably have a small battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, going forward. But that's just going back to the point about the weight. Excellent, thank you.
I'm really interested in buying this because I have asthma and the air pollution is sometimes I cannot take control over the air pollution. So for people have breathing issue, that's kind of very helpful. And also in the past few years we have COVID. So I wonder if this mask can protect from virus as well.
I think it's possible because the filter is detachable. So we can change it to different filter if you get different situation. For example, if you just want to go exercising outdoor, then you can use the normal filter, the one I mentioned before, the HEPA filter. But if you want to go to like the hospital, then you can use the medical filter. And yeah, and that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is lots for the future. So now let's welcome Team 35 from Taiwan High School. The topic is facial gesture recognition in AI application. Please welcome Team 35.
Good afternoon, judges. We are Team 35. This time we're here to introduce the technology, facial and gesture recognition in the AI application. For our project, we combine this technology abbreviated as FGAI with stories. First, let's discuss why we combine FGAI with stories. Initially, we focus on security. We find that the doors we use every day that require considerations for security. So we thought about door lock. Please look at the table, which compare various door locks on the market. From the traditional key lock on the far left, you'll notice that the key lock may be more secure than other electronic locks because you don't need to worry about cyber security issues. However, you have to carry the key when you go out, which increase the risk of forgetting and losing it. So the key locks are not very convenient. Apart from key lock, many people nowadays use electronic locks. One type of electronic locks is the magnetic locks, which have the similar drawback to the key locks. And other type of locks like password lock and fingerprint locks, which don't require traditional safe, making them more convenient than the previous two. However,
Today's devices are all geared towards meeting the demand of pandemic prevention. And both of these locks require physical contact. Additionally, electronic locks are not suitable for outdoor installation and require regular battery replacement. They are complex devices with many details to consider. You might suggest facial recognition door locks. Besides the drawbacks of electronic locks, the facial recognition locks usually combined with other type of locks. Otherwise, if the facial features are not pre-configurations, the doors cannot be opened. The doors cannot be opened. The problem with combining multiple type of locks is the high cost. Not everyone can afford to install this lock at home. So we summarize the advantage and drawbacks of various door locks. We decide to use the FGAI to combine with door. The facial recognition in FGI is suitable for frequent users of the door, such as family members. And the gesture recognition is suitable for temporary users of the door, such as visitors. We use facial recognition for basic unlocking. And the gesture recognition is replacing touch-based password locks. Through facial and gesture recognition, the issue of contact and inconvenience are solved.
Next, let me introduce FGAI in details. FGAI has three main features. First, facial and gesture recognition. Second, automatic switching system. Third, simple setup web page. First, for the facial and gesture recognition, we use Python and OpenCV to analyze captured images. For facial recognition, we analyze uploaded mugshots and compare them with the features of faces captured by the camera. If the similarity is above 75%, the door unlocks. We tried various databases and found that matching eye, nose, and mouth alignment is crucial for successful recognition rather than overall facial similarity. Therefore, clear and direct facing of the camera improves success rates. The part about gesture recognition soon calculate the joints of each finger, then calculate the angle to determine if the fingers are bent. And finally, identifying which number the user is gesturing. Afterwards, the system checks if it matches password. During testing, we found that if a user repeatedly makes the same gesture, the program continues to display the same number. So we improve the program to ignore identical numbers. To accommodate this change, we adjust the password to prevent consecutive same number, avoiding overlap. As for the automatic switching system, as the name suggests, FGAI only requires one camera. The system automatically detects whether the image contains a face or a hand, and apply the correct recognition mode, which can reduce hardware outputs effectively. Finally, we design a simple setup web page
The web page only contains 3 pages: photo upload area, password setup area, and report area. In photo upload area, users can upload mugshot for facial recognition. Multiple mugshot can be uploaded to allow different users to unlock the door. In password setup area, users can set password for the lock and set a Gmail account for password transmission. There's also a switch to ensure automatic password generation after using gesture inputs. If the user uses this mode but forget to bring their phones, the web page have a backup password can prevent this situation. The record area displays all entry and exit reports. Convenience for users to confirm. These are 3 main features of FGAI.
But later on, we discover the major problem of FGAI. If the users unlock the door with FGAI, they still have to touch the door handles to open the door. So we came up with the solution: installing an automatic door opening and closing structure. This solution considers both convenience and visibility. The final product, combining FGAI with automatic door structure, includes a server motor, 2 infrared sensors at front and back of the door, a tracks and a drive shaft, a camera, and a screen. The camera executes FGAI, and the screen display whether the unlocking is successful and the detected password. Our design automatic door structure is primarily for revolving doors, and the installation process is very simple. Just install the motor on the door frame, set up the track on the door, and contact them with drive shafts. The motor rotates, it pushes or pulls the door to open or close. Okay. The purpose of the front and back sensors is accurately capturing doors opening and closing times. Because we observe that the convenience doors typically close after a delay, leading to energy waste and potential privacy exposure. So we aim to make the door operation similar to our daily routines, just fully automatic. Sensor applications are divided into 2 situations: entering and exiting. When entering, after use FGAI to unlock, the door opens until the back sensor detects someone passing and then it closes. When exiting, the back sensor detects someone passes. The door opens until the front sensor detects someone. Then the door closes. For the program part, we divided the code into multiple files to execute different actions. While coding, we realized the putting all code for each functions in a same file. Not only made it hard to maintain,
but also cause lagging or errors. So we have the main program that's called other subprograms. For instance, this image shows the code responsibility for motor rotation.
Next, let me discuss the application of our project. It can primarily be used for home door. Imagine if the main door of your house is equipped with our device. You can upload a mugshot of family members, eliminating the need for distributing keys among family members. When hosting a party, there's no need to personally welcome friends. Just share the password with friends, and they can enter by making gestures. If unlike a business or hotel, guests can pay online, send mugshot to the host, and check in anytime. If guests don't want to provide mugshots, they can use gesture unlocking. The host only need to upload received mugshot or send the password to guests. This significantly to reduce contact between guests and hosts. While our device seemed convenient, we found several challenges that need to be addressed. First, low recognition rates. Second, device for single user only. Third, motor horsepower is insufficient. The first resolution can use more advanced recognition like 3D facial recognition used in iPhones. First and second resolution can install 360-degree infrared thermal imaging. Third resolution can install a higher horsepower motor.
FGI combined door lock is a closed-loop control system. Through facial and gesture recognition, the system determines which method the users want to use and whether the user is authorized. Then, with infrared sensors, automatically opens and closes the doors accordingly. FGAI combined with solar is fully automatic systems. Currently, such features are not found in existing door locks on the market. Above is our project. Thank you for listening.
The questions from our honorable judge.
Hey there. So obviously you thought long and hard about the idea of the contact with the door and trying to reduce that. To install it into a house, there'll be certain situations where it may, in a current format, might not be great. Like imagine there's a fire in the house, or imagine there was a power cut, say. So have you thought about other systems that you could control the door whilst also having that as well?
We can install the password lock on the motor. Then they can enter the door directly.
And in terms of fire, if it was like you had to get out really quickly.
Just break the door.
Just break the door. Okay. How about the axe next to the door? I was thinking fire alarms could be one of your inputs into the door. Fire alarm, smoke alarm in your house. It rings if there's a fire. You could have that as part of the control, and therefore it might bypass and allow the door to open. No, if you had a fire, smoke rises and then it makes a beeping noise. Yeah, that could be controlled into the door. Sorry.
Yeah. If you come to Sheffield, which I hope you're going to come to Sheffield, if you come to the University of Sheffield International College, we have doors you have to use a card to swipe because of security. But if there's a fire, all the doors automatically, it's magnetic, all the doors unlock automatically, so it solves the problem. So it's what Graham was explaining, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we have similar doors.
Sure, and Sam, so you mentioned about the fire, and in Taiwan we have earthquake. When earthquake happen, the first suggestion is to open the door so you can go out. So if you have that into your door system, and they will also save life because people will not busy find key to open the door. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to ask this similar question again. Who came up with this idea, and who is the leading person? And are you prepared to sell this system? And how much it costs?
He is the leader and come up with this idea. Totally cost, we think, is 5,000 in Taiwan dollar. Yeah.
I'm going to have one final silly question because it happened in our door, my own home. And the battery run out and no one can go in, no one can come out. So stem suggestion, I just break it.
We can install a password lock. It can direct enter or exit the doors. So no
Even
need
without battery.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. It was a really good talk, and it's really intimate in terms of approach. So thank you.
Thank you. So now move to our last but not least, the team number 17 from Gozu High School. They're going to bring the project name Marine Vista Weather Station. Please welcome team 17. Hello everyone, we are Benedict. I'm Lenny.
I'm Daniel.
This is our project. Marine Vista River Buoy. This is content. We have 26 data buoy stations in the waters surrounding Taiwan. Most of them are in northern Taiwan and southern Taiwan. And these data buoy stations are set to collect parameters such as wind speed, wind direction, water temperature, humidity, and light at the surface. This is our proposal. For new powertrain system, we want to add motor and propellers to the bottom of the buoys. It will be more movable. And we can add aluminum and batteries. In this way, our buoys will be more stable. And we also want to combine with future safety technology. Feature of the traditional buoys. It is immobile because it is anchored on the seabed. And its efficient battery capacity leads to infrequent data upload and causing inaccuracies. And it is unable to transmit data to the shore in real time. We hope that our buoys will be able to transmit information immediately and quickly, so that people can anticipate future disaster and act accordingly. Typhoon cause heavy rain and strong winds. Tsunamis triggered by earthquake are threatened. Both of them carry out not only fun but also lives. And the pain and losses caused by nature disaster are unimaginable. This is why we want to do this project. For example, in 2023, there was a terrible flood in Libya. Over 2,000 bodies were found, and with over 13,000 missing and buried after a deadly storm. And it is terrible. We hope that our buoys can reduce the losses.
And here, this way is a buoy moving simulation on the system. And there is a power buoys. And our buoy has a 4 layers. First layer is a sensor layer. Third is a control layer, battery, and a mobile layer. And our sensors use the Raspberry Pi and update the data to our computer and the back servers. And we can link the more sensors. And in this system, we use the layer condense radon sensors and the water temperature sensor and the humidity sensors. And these 4 sensors can give our data is has a sun and a rainy in the sea, and the water temperatures and on the sea has a humidity and the temperatures. And this is our battery. This battery is element batteries. This positive we use the molecule net and active covers. In the negativity we use the aluminum. And the middle we use the seawater. So we can store the seawater and be a long time. And here, our sensor gives data to the back server, is my computer, and back server will give the database, and we use the PC or the phone open the web, and you can look at the web servers. You can look at the web as the data, and the web servers will go to a back server. So we want to this data. Please give me this. Then back server will go to the database. Database will give the data, and database is people have data string and transmit the web servers. And here we have a homepage, detailed status, and ending new GUIs, ending locations, and GUI allocation. And you can see here have our web, and you can trace this 11401, and you can look at the temperatures breakdown and the C and the familiarity, and you can trace one and here's. Oh, sorry, Wi-Fi is not good. Okay, you can see there is a detailed data, and the backs have every data on here. You can see it. And you can adding a new data on here and have a points, have a numbers, and have a new CERs in the here. And all there you can give in the here and give a change. You can type here and give the change name or change the numbers. So you can see the data is here. Their data is into the back server after the data with this web. You can see it here. This is a change and be a back on here. And here is the data after the back server. It's a Raspberry Pi after the data is 2 years. And this is a base server. It's a small one. Sorry. This back server will give every detailed data on here. You can see the amenities and the temperatures on here. So our project is.
Thank you for watching. Questions from our judges?
So you're going to use 6G connectivity to transfer the information from the buoy back to shore. What range currently is that distance for a 6G signal?
We can upload the data is from the sky. It's 2. But not to P2P is the buoy go to a buoy, go to a buoy, or go to the island or whatever. And we can go into only onto the sky.
Okay, so it could be, I don't know, make up a number here, like 100 miles out at sea, and that would still give you a connection.
We can go to the everywhere, go to update the data.
Okay, no, thank you. It's my only question limitation. Really interesting.
The judges?
Thank you for your presentation. I was wondering about, because you mentioned about the control before, but today seems like leave that part, and I wonder, is there any changes in your project's experiments? Like you leave out the control part about this your buoy, because before you talk about you can control your buoy, you can like move it around, and you kind of then mention it today.
Not here. I will see also on here.
No, I mean because you talk about at the beginning of your project, you say there are 26 and they are large ones and they can be moved, right?
Yes.
And you say that these projects, the great part of this project is you can move it around. So how about the controlling parts and the resistance to the environment? Have you thought about that?
And at the web, you can search the we want to here can go to web. And you can type, then he will totally go to it.
Oh, okay.
Any other questions? No? Thank you very much. Thank you. Actually, they make a very cute model of Taiwan over.
Not with him.
You broke the dimension at all.
Small boy. Very small.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
So now I think we need to leave the most difficult task to our judges. And then we will give you a 5-minute break. Please everyone come back at 3:47。我们3:47回到座位上面。OK， 那在我们等待因为评审刚刚终于完成最后所有的评分，那我们的行政团队现在目前正在做最后的分数计算。那在此之前，非常重要的是要让各位的同学、还有老师以及家长知道一下，说这个每一年非常重要的赛事是由英国的哪2所大学来赞助给我们台湾学生这样的机会跟肯定。So I think it is very important for us to know the universities that sponsor all the contests for several years. So please welcome Mr. De Almeida. Mr. De Almeida, to introduce you the University of the Sheffield Fest. Please give him applause.
Okay, can you hear me? So, after watching those presentations, I'm really excited to be able to tell you a little bit about Sheffield. So I'm hoping that I'll see some of you in Sheffield next year. So, just to explain a little bit about myself, I'm Stephen De Almeida. I'm the Head of Academic Skills at the University of Sheffield International College. I've been working there since 2006, so a long time. So, were you all born in 2006? Was anyone not born in 2006, maybe? So I've been there a long time. I've seen thousands of students coming through the college. Before that, I lived and worked in various countries. I'm from London, so I worked in London, also lived in France, worked in France, Australia, and Japan for 3 years. So I enjoy traveling, I enjoy meeting new people, and I'm looking forward to welcoming you to Sheffield when you come, hopefully. So what are some of the benefits of studying at the University of Sheffield International College? Well, first of all, it will help you to understand your subjects more deeply. So already I can see from your projects that you've got a very deep understanding of science and engineering, and studying at the college will help you to understand more clearly or more deeply. Of course, it can help you to develop your language skills. And again, I was really impressed by your language ability today. Excellent. When I was your age, if I could give a presentation like that in my first language, I would be very happy. To give a presentation like that in my second language, wow, really amazing. So you can develop your language skills further. Also, it's important to develop your academic skills. So the skills needed to be successful in your studies at university. Very, very important. But also, really importantly, it's a chance to meet people from all over the world. So studying at the University of Sheffield International College, you will meet people from all over the world, from many different countries, and broaden your outlook. And in that way, you'll gain a more global perspective. So it's great studying in your hometown, but going to a different country and studying, you can broaden your global perspective, gain a global perspective. And all of these things should help you to excel, to do well in higher education in the UK. So let's move on to just look at a few of the different types of classes we have in Sheffield. So you can see from here, this is a lecture. This is actually quite similar to this room here. We have lectures. We have a lot of group work. This is a laboratory. This is a science laboratory, a small one. But also we have things like field trips. So this is actually a biology one. And this is a teacher. This is Janet. Janet is from Hong Kong. So I just want to say that our students come from many countries, but also our teachers, our lecturers come from many countries. We have a very international environment where everyone is welcomed. And I just want to mention about the group work again, the team-based learning. In Sheffield, we want students to work together. And again, today, I've seen that you've already developed very excellent team working skills in producing your projects. So this is valued very highly in the UK. Now, I don't know if you can see in this picture, so this is about academic support. This is a tutor and this is a student. And each student has a one-to-one tutor. Do you have that at the moment? Do you have a one-to-one tutor? No? In Sheffield, we have one-to-one tutors to provide academic support. And I don't know if you can see in the background. What can you see in the background from the window? Can you see that? What colour is that? Green, yeah. So they say that Sheffield is a very green city. Now, when I've been travelling around Taiwan, I've seen that Taiwan is very green. So actually Sheffield is very similar, quite green. So that's about the academic support. But also, there are other ways we support students. So from the moment you arrive in Sheffield, so this is Amelia, this is Abby, and this is Alex, and they meet you at the airport. So when people arrive at Sheffield, they met at the airport and taken back to Sheffield. Can you see what this is? What do you think this is? Any ideas what this is? This is the accommodation, example of an accommodation. This is where some students live. So this is an old church that they made into rooms for students. So yeah, students are very excited about that when they come to Sheffield. This is the reception area, so you can go to see someone if you need anything. And this one may be very important for you in this room. This is the Diamond. This is an engineering building. It's a very, very expensive engineering building where students can go any time of day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it's very expensive equipment inside that building. Now this one, I don't know if you can see, this is an international food evening. So we have a lot of events at the college. This is me. And can you see what I'm holding there? I'm not sure if you can see, it's a drink. Do you know what drink it is? It's my new favourite drink, actually, from Taiwan. Bubble tea, yes. So here, this is Viola and this is Marvin. They are students from Taiwan. They are currently studying in Sheffield. And actually, this week, that's today, Saturday, actually, they finished their studies. Next week, they've got their final exams, and then they've finished. Both of them are doing really, really well. They're going to do engineering, so Viola wants to do materials science, because Sheffield is very famous for materials. And Marvin wants to study aerospace engineering with private pilot instruction. So they are on track. They are going to be in Sheffield for the next 3 years. So if you want to come to Sheffield, I will ask them, they will take you around Sheffield. This one is about career support. So the University of Sheffield do not just want students with a good academic level. They want students to develop a wider range of skills, because it's important, of course, to get a job after graduating. So employability is really very important. We want students to develop skills. A lot of those skills are things like group working and communication and so on. And finally here, we have some information about the Students' Union. Do you know what the Students' Union is? I can see some nodding. So the Students' Union is an organisation of students. We have thousands and thousands of students at university. Some have been there many years, some are new. But the students organise clubs and societies and events to enrich the experience for all of the students. So, for example, there is a Taiwan Society where people go to meet other people from Taiwan. So people from other countries go to that society because they want to learn about Taiwan and maybe drink bubble tea, perhaps. Also, there are societies from other countries. There are music societies. There are sports societies. So whatever you like, there is a society. And that's all organised by students. I should say that the Students' Union in Sheffield has been voted the best in the UK for the last 6 years. So if you like doing activities in addition to your studies, Sheffield is a great place to go. Okay. The next thing, we asked students from Sheffield what they like about Sheffield the most. And what did they say? Food. I was very surprised too, yeah. Do you like English food? Yeah, so Graham said, so my family, I was born in London, but my family's from India. So I think, close your ears, Chris. I think that English food doesn't taste the same much. But there is some good English food, some traditional English food is good. But luckily in Sheffield, there are restaurants from all around the world, and there are supermarkets you can buy food from any country, and there are some Asian supermarkets. So you can see there are Asian supermarkets. You can buy food from your own country as well. But yeah, it's an international environment. We call Sheffield a home from home for many students. It's a very welcoming city. People are friendly. And yeah, everyone is welcome. Everyone can be who they want to be. So yeah, thank you very much. And I think I'm going to hand over to Graham now.
Yes. So let's welcome Mr. Jorgensen to give us a brief introduction of the
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for your presentations earlier. It was really good to see, and I will give some feedback later on. But thank you so much for your hard work. I'm the head of science and engineering at Durham University International Study Centre. So I've got to say I was very impressed with the work that you did. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Durham University and why you should go to Durham University rather than Sheffield University. I'm joking. But I'm going to tell you the attributes of Sheffield and allow you to make your own decisions. So, there we go. No. There we go, brilliant. So, Durham University is ranked in the top 100 in the QS ranking. Currently, it's 78th in the world. It's the third oldest university in England, so it's very prestigious and very old in terms of its being set up. Durham, the one thing that's very distinctive about Durham is its colleges. So Durham, a bit like I suppose Oxford, Cambridge, they are made of colleges. The difference between Durham's colleges and Oxford and Cambridge colleges is you're not taught in your colleges at Durham. You will go to a department where you're taught, but the colleges have somewhere where you live, but also you would have your student union within the college. So what Stephen was mentioned there about student union, often, depending on the university you're at, that is one central location. With Durham, it's separated across the different colleges that you attend. So you would say, I want to go to University College, which is a castle, and you can live in a castle, or you might want to go to Hatfield College, which actually looks a little bit like Hogwarts in terms of Harry Potter, for the link there. And you choose your college based on what you want to do. Some of them have music rooms, some of them are more sporty, so it depends on what you want to do in your pastime, in your own time. You could go to that college that would help you to do that. They all offer the same sort of support, but you would obviously you can do your own society within there, and you can shape your personal life, shall we say, in that college. Regarding other societies or societies that interest me, there's a hummus appreciation society at Durham. I don't know if you're aware of what hummus is. It's like a chickpea dip. I think that's like Moroccan, in influence. It's obviously very big. There's a whole society where they sit around and eat hummus and say, that's nice. But that's so you can do whatever you like and find people with similar interests. A lot of our subjects are ranked in the world top 50, QS ranking, certainly physics very highly ranked. And I think the key thing for students is the careers. So Durham is ranked again 56 in the world rankings for employer reputation. So a lot of employers will come to Durham to try and get Durham graduates because they know that they are good, because we select very good students and very good students want to come to our university. So we have great graduate outcomes. No, we're on the wrong way, so there we go. So just give the locations of where we're talking about, because I appreciate most people are aware of where London is in the UK, but potentially after that it becomes a little bit harder. So Durham's located in the northeast of England, near Newcastle, with the biggest city that's nearby. The International Studies Centre is a little bit further south, but you can see as well that we have lots of green spaces. The UK is quite a rural sort of place, and there's lots of nice countryside around. But saying that, our buildings are modern and all the facilities will help you achieve what you need in your degree. There we go. So obviously the International Study Centre is a stepping stone towards becoming an undergraduate study at Durham University. So within the study centre, we're here to teach you English skills, but above that as well, the science skills you may have, depending on where you come from in the world. Now I see you've got very good practical skills, but obviously different countries may have different practical skills that they teach their students. So you would do a very big practical program. We have a Raspberry Pi computer network that we would be getting people to program on if you're interested in computer science. We have engineering labs. So you would end up learning skills to make sure that you have the required skills to be successful in your studies at Durham, depending on what your end goal is. So Durham, in terms of, because we're science and engineering focused, or science and engineering competition, we do obviously different types of engineering, from mechanical, electronic, there's aviation, also computer science, and then within that there's natural sciences, which allow you to do a mix of sciences. You can choose to do computer science and business, you could do computer science and mathematics, depending on what you want to do. So there's lots of programs that would, depending on your focus in the future, allow you to achieve. And much like what students think about Sheffield is true have done, we do a lot of support of our students to make sure you acquire the right academic skills and also the right scientific skills to be successful in the future. We're all very supportive, and with that, 87% of our students who completed a program were given a place in 2022. I believe that went up to 88% last year. But the good news for Taiwanese students is actually it's 100% of students tend to progress from our foundation year into the university, because as we've seen today, you are fantastic students. So it's a very positive place in terms of your outcomes. And as I mentioned there, the one thing that we're very good at is careers and employability afterwards and learning those skills. So this is Ben's, as she was called when I knew her in the study centre. She studied chemistry. I supported her opportunities to go to masters and PhD study. And she's clearly very, very intelligent and has gone on to, like I said, become a PhD student. But 88% of our international graduates were in employment 15 months after graduating. So again, very good graduate prospects. And we link with lots of reputable businesses like Bank of England, Deloitte, Sony. And these students, like I say, these companies come to us offering placements, offering job opportunities that we then advertise to students, and they're able to obviously get a head start in terms of their career. Okay, I'm going to leave that there, and thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope you consider Durham when you're thinking about your next stage in your career. So thank you so much.
因为刚刚从头到尾都是英文，所以接下来我还是请我们ISD国际学生中心的主任杨琪主任为大家做中文的重点总结，以及可能如果在你们获得这个奖学金难能可贵的机会，那对于思考去英国念书有没有什么要特别注意或留意的？我们再来有请杨琪主任。
各位同学，大家午安！很高兴今天来到这里。那今年其实事实上，我们刚才看评审都快打起来，因为非常难评分，对他们非常的优秀。那这边做一下总结，因为事实上目前为止，你们比赛有入围的学生都会就是取得学校的入学资格。那因为当你得名之后，第一个你就是会有奖学金的提供，第二件事情就是你要去思考这个可行性对你有多高。或者是你想要选择什么样的科技，是不是未来有机会前往世界100大非常非常好排名的学校，甚至比台大还要好的世界排名学校就读。那这边有几个重点告诉各位同学，第一个 Sheffield 跟 Durham 事实上是目前就是台湾学生高中毕业前往英国直接就读大学最多人选的学校。那为什么这两个学校这么受欢迎呢？原因是因为它有非常好的 CP 值。我们说 CP 值是因为它的学费基本上目前现在英国的学费来讲是低于美国的，所以事实上刚刚早上就有这样问我说，到底学费一年开销大概多少钱？那他们还蛮讶异说，比想象中便宜一些。第二点是这两个城市都是大学城，所以它的生活环境非常的安全，在生活费比起伦敦、曼城，就是 Manchester 跟 London 来说，它的像 accommodation fee、living fee 就会相对低很多，所以这是为什么很多台湾学生家长是非常的就是放心让孩子前往 Sheffield 或者是杜伦大学就读的。那在让各位同学知道这些之前，我还是要解释一下学制的问题，因为早期我们那个年代学生是不可以直接从台湾高中毕业前往英国就读大学，因为我们的 education system 是不一样的。基本上在英国的时候，你必须要读4年的 high school， 然后3年的 bachelor degree， 就4年高中毕业之后接3年大学。但台湾刚好跟英国是相反的，我们是3年高中4年大学，所以因为授课内容事实上也不同，因为在英国的高中生最后2年读的是 A-level 课程，那 A-level 课程里面事实上同等于台湾跟美国的大1学分了，已经是大学的课程。在英国的高中生，他们 A-level 可能修的是 economy， 修的是finance、accounting、business study， 或者是 politics、international relationship， 这些 subject 我们台湾有吗？在高中阶段并没有，因为这些东西是他们主要的 subject。所以早期那个年代， 事实上，即使你是雄中，你是惠文，或者是你是高师大附中的学生，全校第1名、全台湾第1名，你都不能够直接有机会申请到 Durham 或者是 Sheffield。因为事实上东西完全不一样，我没有办法比较让你申请进去。这几年为了平衡学制，基本上学校有1年叫做 Foundation Program， 我们简称大龄课程 Year Zero， 所以你会从大龄升大1、大2、大3这样一样加起来10几年，4年，这是为了平衡学制用的。那目前我们的 entry requirement 我们可以接受，我们的学生，台湾学生够优秀的，可以高2结束就直接前往英国读大龄课程，你可以不用完成台湾高3。这个 concept 跟它的一些就是我让你们知道一下，所以你可以开始思考。那因为由于我们今天真的表现太好了，我们评审的那个，因为每一组其实只差0点几，有人可能英文表达能力非常好，很会说故事，有人可能idea非常的特别，有人事实上整个那个模型跟设计都非常非常吸引，就是评审。那因为我们是一个科学竞赛，不会只用一个标准来评分学生，所以变成加总之后，每一个人分数只差0点几分。那而且他们非常的就是 impress， 就是我们台湾学生在高中阶段这么优秀，然后我们有做一下调查，也很多人都高1、高2而已，所以我们后来有决定提高就是第2名、第3名的学生奖学金的金额，为了鼓励还有第4、第5名的学生，因为真的都只差0点几分，那他们希望说提高各位同学的意愿，未来有机会，他们也希望说有更优秀的学生前往，不管是Durham读书或者是Sheffield读书。所以我们目前的决定是第2名的学生 ，We rise for scholarship to 6,000， 我们会提供6000英镑的奖学金。第3名的同学，我们会提供5000英镑的奖学金。是指选择奖学金的学生，第4、第5名的同学，我们会提高到4000英镑的奖学金。对，就是让各位同学知道一下，因为他们觉得你们都太优秀，希望全部都把你们招进来我们学校读书。我们觉得你们一定可以，就是成为未来的杰出校友。那目前基本上，你们的有一些学长姐事实上已经在英国就读，因为我刚才提到 Durham 跟 Sheffield 是目前台湾学生很多人前往就读的。假设你有这样的打算，你只要把雅思补齐，在校成绩维持一定的水平，你就是 auto， 我们就是已经接受你可以前往我们的大学就读。那基本上的话，如果你有确定前往的，你就会在台湾先认识你的学长姐，了解在那边生活状况、宿舍选择。因为刚刚像 Graham 有提到说，那个 Durham 是一个 college system， 它是一个学院制，像哈利波特一样，所以你还要会选学院。所以这些东西都需要学长姐指导的。那希望各位就是同学或家长可以去思考一下。那会后我们等一下会留下我们的那个当地的那个协办单位的联系方式。假设对于英国环境还是说就是选择这些问题后续的程序的部分，我们会协助学生跟家长。所以请不用担心，包括你的签证各方面的问题，是不是有决定要前往，我们都会协助。所以各位同学可以开始思考一下，是不是要成为一个很厉害的国际学生了。那我们就是也很高兴今天可以就是让那么多同学跟家长前来，那我们就不多说了，我们要颁奖。
还没，因为在颁奖之前，我觉得很重要的是，因为其实我们每一年专题大赛，我今天早上忘了跟 business 的学生讲，business 今年大概有将近快100组的学生报名参加。那其实科学组每一年都非常的多，今年大概有70几组，所以其实在初赛的阶段，评审就面临非常困难的状态，他们不得不以前我们都有选5组进入决赛，今年特别选了6组，对，所以其实他们真的面临了很多，就是他们人生非常艰困的决定。台湾学生真的太优秀了，但是当然，因为像刚刚主任特别提到的，就是我们表现一定都有可以再让我们更完美的地方。我们现在就算是在座的评审，或者是我们这边的所有工作人员，我们都可以每一次表现都有进步的地方。那我觉得很难得，2位老师从他们站在教学的第一线，然后看到学生今天的 呈现跟表现。我觉得很重要的是，我们要知道我们有什么地方是未来，不管今天要不要出国念书，你可以继续改进跟突破的。So I think it is very important before we know which place we awarded. It is important that we learn from the experience. So I would like to invite Mr. De Almeida to give us the feedback first. So I hope that those comments and feedback can make you have grow as much as possible from this very precious experience. Please.
Thank you, Angela. So, wow is what I can say about today's presentations. I've been absolutely blown away by the quality of your presentations today. Now, as I said before, I've been doing this for a long time, since 2006, and the quality of your presentations today for your age in a foreign language is absolutely amazing. So, yeah, please give yourself a round. So as well as your ability in English, as maybe scientists, maybe your brains are very logical. You all presented your topics so logically, very, very clear to follow, and that was so important in the presentation. It was very easy for us to follow your logical thoughts. And the solutions you found to the problems were all so imaginative. And the work that I can see you put in to your projects and the prototypes is amazing. So yeah, again, yeah, very well done. Now, in terms, so I'm head of academic skills in Sheffield, and we teach quite a lot about presentation skills. And one of the most important things with presentation skills is eye contact. And pretty much everyone gave really, really good eye contact, which is amazing. Not just reading the screen, not just reading notes, but making good eye contact, making that connection with the audience. Now, some of you actually did some interaction with the audience. So you made people put our arms up and down. That was amazing, getting people to be involved. So that was really great. Asking questions to the audience and rhetorical questions, so asking questions you don't expect an answer from. All of those techniques are great, and I would encourage you all to keep on trying to make that connection with the audience. That is higher level of presentation skills, when you can really connect with the audience. But I think a lot of you did that so well already at such a young age. Also, in addition to connecting with the audience, there was the way you interacted with the screen, the visuals on the screen. There are things like animations on the screen, videos. You demonstrated your prototypes really well and brought your project to life. So that was absolutely fantastic. But yeah, overall, I think I was so impressed by the quality of your presentation skills and the quality of your thinking at this age, at this level. And all of you would fit in so well in Sheffield. I really hope that you can come to Sheffield. Usually, I say what Sheffield can offer you, but actually today I'm saying you would be able to offer Sheffield so much. We need brains like you. We need young people like you to come to Sheffield to enrich the education for all of our students. So I'm going to finish on that note. I think Graham wants to say a few words to you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well done.
I'm very similar to Stephen in terms of how I felt your presentations were today. I was wowed by the fact that people so young were coming up with such good solutions to problems. I think the future's safe because we've got people who are coming up with very clever solutions that are going to solve real problems. I think someone questions obviously the quality of some of the materials they used, but it's actually those cheaper materials and being used well that actually is going to make the difference in the future, because if things are too expensive, people won't use them. So actually using these sort of models is fantastic. The other day I was in the computer science labs in Durham University, and they were working on driverless cars and other such devices that are automated. And all these projects would have sat very nicely in that lab alongside some of those things that I saw that day. So please take to heart that we mean you were fantastic. Totally agree with Stephen in terms of the narrative. And what I mean by narrative, the story. You started with a problem, you came up with a solution, and you told us what you did. The thing that you did that makes you scientists is the fact that you had a problem and you figured a solution out all the way along. That was discussed as you went on with your project. The one difference from a content sort of science perspective, the people that were able to evaluate at the end what they did, and when I mean evaluate, I mean overall what they would do next. But this is where we're at now, but what would I do in the future to make it better? And also maybe put in the context some of the limitations of their current device and how that could be overcome as well. So those people probably what separated the teams. But in terms of presentation skills, everyone was really good. Eye contact, very clear in your discussion of what you did, and the technical knowledge that you all possess was really very high. So you should be really proud of yourselves. So thank you.
Thank you. So now we come to the last moment that everyone expected. And I hope you weren't too nervous to take those very sincere, very useful feedback. So now we have 2 fifth place, as I said earlier, because we are so wonderful this year, so that's why we have 6 teams in the final this year. So for the 2 fifth place, I'm going to invite the director of INC, Angel Yang, to present the award. So the first, number 5th, is Team 17 from Goethe High School, Marine Vista Weather Station. Please welcome Mr. Wu, Mr. Lu, and Mr. Mix Wu. Wu Lüwei, Lu Enhong, and Wu Rong.看镜头哦。知道老师来了，你就一起。So this is the tutor that assists them to accomplish this wonderful project.
他们往中间站，谢谢。OK，
谢谢。So the other 5th place team will be Team 75 from Huiwen High School, Facial and Gesture Recognition in the Application. 同学王思雨同学以及李敏宪同学。
老师有来吗？老师会问的老师。
So this is also the tutor that assists them to accomplish the marvelous projects.
1、2、3。1、2、3。这里，好，这里1、2、3。
Now, for the 4th place, I would like to invite the director of North Asia, Ms. Sherry Liu, to give the award for our 1st place team, which is Team 19, 高雄师大附中. Slow down your bike. Please welcome 洪云凯同学.
好，是妈妈吗？要不要一起拍？手机给我，手机。
So this is the great mom, the great daughter.
1、2、3。
Okay. So for the third place, I would like to invite Mr. Johnson to give our first place award to the team 23rd from 高雄中学 Active Adjustment Air Filter Mask. 我们欢迎 Please welcome Mr. Tom, Mr. John, Mr. 曹宇轩。 同学张玉生同学以及陈博瑞同学，
往中间站。好，再靠过来一点。1、2、3。好。
Okay, thank you very much.
老师，指导老师。
Thank you. So for the last two awards, I would like to invite Mr. De Almeida, the director of the academic skills of Sheffield INC. 接下来最后2组，那第2名 ，so the second place goes to team 15 from Goethe High School, Smart Math. I think all of the doctors and nurses are really happy that inventions to apply the world in the future.
我帮你们看。还有一位指导老师，对，有2位。
那个外甥，摔过了。
好，那我们再过来。
Okay, they're all foreigners.
1、2、3。1、2、3。
So now I want to invite everyone give a huge applause to our champion of the science project this year. Please welcome team 25th from 金大附中 building the恭喜林玉君、罗义君以及王以玲同学，很高兴我们的周老师有到现场。
老师，是手很忙，还有奖杯。
我们再过来一点哦。好，这边1、2、3。你是家长吗？有要一起拍吗？没关系，没关系。好，
那我等一下去外面找。
OK， 谢谢。
I would like to invite everybody to thank all of our judges, especially Mr. Johnson and Mr. De Almeida that came from far away, UK to Taiwan and give us these to participate in this final competition with all of us. 我们请大家再给我们2位评审，尤其是远道而来的2个老师，来这次参加我们这个赛事，再给他一次掌声感谢他们。